In the charming town of Ashford Hills, nestled between quiet hills and endless meadows, Daniel and Lauren Morgan were the epitome of success. Daniel was a respected real estate agent, known for sealing deals with charm and integrity. Lauren, a high school art teacher, was beloved by students and parents alike. Together, they had 2 children and a cozy home with white shutters and a picket fence. On the surface, everything was perfect. Church on Sundays. Barbecues with neighbors. Holiday cards with matching outfits. But underneath the picture-perfect exterior, something sinister was brewing. Around 2020, Lauren noticed subtle changes. Daniel started working late. He became increasingly secretive with his phone, often taking calls outside or locking it away entirely. Their conversations dwindled. The once warm kisses turned into pecks on the cheek. Lauren dismissed the red flags, chalking it up to work stress. That was until she found a receipt in Daniel's coat pocket from a high-end jewelry store dated 2 days before her birthday. But she never received any jewelry. Her heart sank. Unable to ignore her instincts any longer, Lauren turned to her best friend, Rachel, a local librarian with a knack for digging up information. Together, they combed through Daniel's social media, his work calendar, and even GPS records from the car. It didn't take long to find something odd: frequent visits to a boutique cafe 30 miles away. Lauren decided to follow him. On a rainy Thursday afternoon, Daniel left work early. Lauren, with trembling hands, tailed him in her car. She watched from a distance as Daniel met a woman younger, tall, red lipstick, and embraced her. Then they walked hand in hand into the cafe like teenagers in love. Lauren took photos. But it wasn't revenge she was after. She wanted the truth. That evening, Lauren sat Daniel down. "I know about her," she said plainly, pushing the photos across the table. Daniel didn't deny it. He looked tired. Beaten. "Her name is Angela." "It just happened," he muttered. "What do you mean, it just happened?" Lauren snapped. He explained they'd met during an open house showing. She was a client, recently divorced. What began as harmless flirtation grew into full-blown infatuation. Angela made him feel alive, he said. Younger. Wanted. Lauren felt as if she had been punched. "What about our family?" she cried. "I don't know what I want anymore," Daniel replied. The weeks that followed were filled with tension. Daniel moved into a small apartment. The children were confused. Lauren began therapy and tried to maintain normalcy for the kids. But deep down, she was unraveling. Then, things turned from betrayal to something far darker. Angela, it turned out, was not who she claimed to be. She had a criminal record, fraud, harassment, and even a restraining order from a former lover. Daniel, smitten and blind, had no idea. Lauren, meanwhile, had started documenting everything. Phone calls. Emails. Even a suspicious message sent to her from a blocked number: "Back off, or you'll regret it." On a cold January morning, Daniel didn't show up for a scheduled custody pickup. Lauren called. No answer. She texted. Nothing. By evening, concern turned into panic. Police conducted a welfare check at his apartment. What they found stunned everyone. The apartment was trashed. The TV smashed. Blood on the floor. And no sign of Daniel. The media jumped on the story. "Respected agent vanishes amid affair scandal," headlines screamed. The town of Ashford Hills buzzed with theories. Lauren was interrogated. So was Angela, who initially claimed she hadn't seen Daniel in days. But text messages revealed otherwise. She had sent dozens of messages the night before, some threatening in tone. Police also discovered Daniel had emptied a joint account just days earlier, over $45,000 withdrawn in cash. 2 weeks later, hikers discovered Daniel's body buried in a shallow grave near Pine Lake, 50 miles away. Autopsy revealed blunt force trauma to the head, murder. Detectives zeroed in on Angela. Security footage placed her car near Pine Lake on the night Daniel disappeared.
Forensic evidence linked her to the murder scene.
She was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. But what she confessed stunned investigators. Angela admitted to killing Daniel, but claimed it was out of passion and betrayal. She believed Daniel would leave Lauren and start a new life with her. When he said he was done and wanted to fix his marriage, she snapped.
He promised me everything.
Then threw me away, Angela said in court. She lured Daniel to the lake, saying she needed closure.
There, an argument turned violent.
She struck him with a tire iron in a fit of rage.
Angela was sentenced to 32 years in prison.
Lauren, despite her heartbreak, testified in court calm and collected. I don't forgive her, she said. But I don't carry her with me either.
I carry Daniel.
And I carry our children through this. The community rallied around the Morgans. A foundation was started in Daniel's name for children affected by domestic crime.
Lauren eventually moved to a new town.
She wrote a memoir, Shattered Promises, detailing the experience, not for profit, but for healing. The story of Daniel and Lauren Morgan reminds us that betrayal can open the door to tragedy. That what begins as an affair can unravel lives and, in this case, lead to a brutal murder.
Behind every photo of a happy couple is a story. Sometimes, it's darker than we could ever imagine.